Hello Libra and welcome to Soul Guidance with Adriana. I have a collective reading for Libra today. This is a soul guidance reading where we'll be focusing on the messages from your soul on how to navigate what's in front of you on your spiritual path. If you are interested in a private reading, I do offer those. You can check out my website in the description below. And I will also be extending this reading. So if you find that the messages are resonating, please check out the extended again in the description below. And we'll see where we go from there. All right. Message for Libra, please. Armadillo, groundedness. Orca, okay, needing some, wow. Libra, you are exhausted. Okay, we've got the armadillo, groundedness, the orca, getting in touch with your inner song, and the red crowned crane, looking at your loyalty. But the thing that I feel the most, especially with these two cards, is that feeling of being led somewhere, that you need to allow yourself to be led somewhere by beneficial beings, beneficial energy, whether you want to call it spirit guides or animal guides, or your ancestors on the other side. There's a bloodline kind of connection here, especially through the matrilineal side, through the connection with the mother and that side of the family. So it's like you're being asked to go somewhere. They're asking you to follow them. These higher energies are asking you to just go along with them, follow them. But there's a little bit of stick in the mud happening where you're like, no, I'm not going that direction. But you're so tired of resisting that I feel you just at the point of needing and wanting to just give in and let this energy take you where it's trying to take you, okay? It's funny, this sun in this card is almost like a false sun. It looks like something you might draw. It's like a facsimile of a sun, whereas this moon is so real looking. Why is my attention being drawn to that? Because the inner landscape is what's real for you right now, not the outside world, not what's going on in the physical, in the 3D world. It's this inner, allowing yourself to be pulled. I was given it was like a little scroll, a piece of paper when I graduated from high school, and it said, let yourself be pulled by the love of what you truly, or let yourself be pulled by the desire of your heart, or the desire of your soul. I can't remember. I think it was a Rumi quote, but it was that idea of let yourself be pulled, let yourself find, instead of either resisting it, like many of you are doing, or just not being in touch with it at all. It's almost as if you're having to be in this state of unconscious. Again, why the moon is being brought to my attention here, because that's when we're sleeping, that's when we dream, and the unconscious, subconscious rules that time. It's almost as if you're being asked to be unconscious in your waking state. I know that makes no sense, logically speaking, but I really feel like you're being asked to relinquish your idea of consciousness and reality and let these other beings, these other energies talk to you. Right, what is the message from these other beings? Okay. The world and the daughter of roots. These are really beautiful cards here. Okay. The world is that journey to wholeness, that journey to feeling the day and the night, the conscious and the subconscious, the masculine and feminine come together. But it seems like the feminine is, it's funny the way, I've never really looked at this, the way the birds are. This bird is just kind of there, but the feminine is like coming in. So that feminine subconscious, because the nighttime is associated with owls. What is coming out of that subconscious there? Because this is something you're learning about. It's something in your subconscious that you're learning about. So what is in that subconscious? Come on. Nine of Cups, fulfillment, Emperor going the other way, and the Six of Libra. This is kind of funny. Six of Swords, the Emperor, and then the Nine of Cups. So the Six of Swords is attempting to heal. The Six of Swords is attempting to leave those subconscious patterns that we're so tied to, that we feel we can't escape. It's trying to move on, to get to the Nine of Cups, the fulfillment of, I've been working so long and I've been working so hard to get this, that I just want the fulfillment. I want the candy at the end of the rainbow. I know that's not a thing, but I just want to feel whole. But in the middle of this, we've got the Emperor opposing the energy. And the Emperor is this same energy here. The nope, I'm not moving, I'm not budging. This is a very stubborn energy. And look at all the water and the movement on these two cards. And then look at this one. He's just, rock solid. Here I am. I know it says 6 on your screen, but this is really card number 4, which is that card of boundaries and stability and rigidity if it goes too far. So there are rules for yourself that you have in your outside world. There are rules for your conscious self that you have that don't fit the subconscious flow that your soul is trying to take you on. You are trying, your subconscious is really trying to learn. It's trying to bring everything together. But you're reaching a point where it's like, book learning only gets you so far. It can't get you past where you are. The control, the rules, the sequence that you feel you have to take, it can't get you there. So what is your soul trying to say to you? What should you do instead of having these rules, instead of having all of these regulations and systems and expectations, but like the set process worked out? It's funny, in school we're taught, like, if we do things by the book, we get an A. If we do things the way we're supposed to, we'll get rewarded. And life isn't like that. And so, if you were like me and you were really good at school and doing what the teacher wanted and ticking all the boxes, sometimes life can be very frustrating because there is no script. There is no worksheet to fill out. You can look like you're doing all the right things and still you're not getting that reward you're looking for. You're not getting this reward. But instead of dropping the system or dropping the expectation that the rules and your set code of behavior is going to get you what you want, instead of dropping that, we tend to hold on to it even more. This Emperor is also talking about a more masculine energy. It's funny to look at very masculine cards here. They're rooted and planted. Whereas these are very feminine, pure, flowing kinds of images. This is masculine energy that's trying to control the outcome. But the thing is your soul is speaking a different language. It's speaking the energy of flow. And it doesn't understand this control that the rest of you is trying to impose upon it. Okay, so what is Libra supposed to do here? Nine of Wands, 4 of Roots, 5 of Cups. So Libra, if we're looking at being compassionate and understanding with yourself, the reason why you are resisting the flow is a defense mechanism. To you sitting in the flow, allowing yourself to just be pulled and guided, allowing the outside to pull and guide you rather than you having to dictate and control the outside. For some reason, there's a fear that either you won't get your way, something will be taken from you, or you will lose possibly relationships, lose face also perhaps, like there's expectations put on you and you won't be able to hold up to them, own up to them. So that something asks you to hide or then you're compelled to just hide yourself away. We had 4 in the middle of both of these spreads. So 4, that energy of 4 that I talked about, the rigidity, the rules, the structure, that is dictating how you're going through life right now. And it's funny, we've got 2 nines also happening. So your soul is clearly saying, enough already, let's end this. We don't need to keep getting stuck on the 4. So Libra, I gotta ask you, what are you so afraid of? What is Libra so afraid of? Falcon and the shark. You're afraid of your higher purpose. You are afraid of your soul's mission for you, and you're afraid that you will find your soul's purpose, that it will unleash a lot more power than what you're expecting it to, and that you're going to have a lot more knowledge than you have now. There's something about having more knowledge. It's our daughter of roots there. There's something about having more knowledge that scares you, having more information, having a higher perspective. You know, I know for myself, and sometimes I still get hit with this. One of my mentors was a psychic, and he was also clairvoyant. And he could see everything about people. He would meet them, and he'd be able to see everything. And everything they're hiding, all of their fears, not all of their thoughts. He wasn't a mind reader, but, you know, he could see everything about them. And, you know, there have been other teachers that I have met that have seen the same thing, but this first mentor for me struggled with accepting other people, struggled with loving them, because he could see everything. He could see all the things that they did, all the things that they hated about themselves, all of the negative stuff from their past, all of their baggage. He could see all of that. And there's also a fear of knowing too much and not being able to stay with where you are. There's just a fear. The knowledge is bringing fear rather than power, because knowledge really is power. Oh, Libra, I hate to leave you with such a big statement, but what else is the message here? Because, you know, we've had 2 7s come up, and 7 is a clear indicator of the spiritual journey. And this one is coming from the sky down to this woman. So the divine is coming down to connect and commune with the self. But this one is refusing to leave the ground. And because of that, we have a poor image of the brightness of the sun. But look at that one. Look at how bright the sun is there. Look at how bright their connection is. She's touching it right on the forehead, right on the third eye. So, you know, Libra, this is the acceptance of your soul gifts. This is the acceptance of your soul path, that your soul path is the learning and knowledge, gaining more knowledge, gaining more learning, and allowing yourself to go to flow with that, to go. It's the knowledge through flow, through being taken someplace to learn something. It's like your soul is taking you on a constant field trip and you have no idea where you're going. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I had no idea where we were going with field trips. It wasn't really till like middle school that I started to pay attention to the permission slip. It was just like, oh, field trip, great. I didn't know what we were going to learn. I didn't know where we were going to go. But that's what your soul is saying. Like, let's just go on a field trip. Let's just keep learning. Don't worry about where we're going or don't worry about what you're picking up, but let's just go on this adventure. Let's get out of the classroom. Let's get out of the rules and the structure and the rigidity, and let's just go. Let's just go learn. And you're going to start seeing, once you accept that process, you're going to start seeing a lot more of your power come out, and it's not going to be as scary as you think it is. Okay, Libra, if you want to hear the rest of this story, the rest of the message from your soul, please follow me over. The link is in the description below, and I'll see you soon.